It's the Soul Fantasy Show. Soul Fantasy Show. Hey, it's the Soul Fantasy Show live for February 26, 2020. Top picks and plays for DraftKings, Fanduel, Fantasy Draft, and Yahoo Fantasy. Trending picks on Twitter and Instagram. We're going to go over the top picks and plays and the studs of the day. Two people catch my eye who I talked about in great detail yesterday. And if you played them, Connor McDavid, 34, Leon, 21. Now, if you just play those two together, that's 56 points right there. And I did that in a couple of my lineups, and you could have easily did it because Connor McDavid is back and he's on full throttle speed. All right, so then you have Nathan McKinnon, who's just getting the teens, and they're playing Buffalo. So I mean, he might have a good game against Buffalo. Right now, I don't see any goalies right off the top except Mike Smith, who had a 14 his last game. But I think he had a negative game earlier today. 14 might be the 2 days ago. I mean, let's go click on Mike Smith. They're playing Vegas. Vegas is usually pretty damn good. Vegas usually puts up goals. A lot of people like Vegas. There are a lot of the top watched people like Mike Stone, 25. Now, I told you to play Ryan, Ted Nugent's little baby brother, 16, 31, 18. He just keeps smashing night after night after night. So if you want to somehow play Connor McDavid, Leon, and Ryan in the same lineup, all because we go over Ryan's price, and especially on DraftKings, he's only 5'9". So he's definitely a full go DraftKings play. Now, today you have Sidney Crosby back in action. He's one of the top players. He's 8 flat on DraftKings, 8.6 on Fanduel, $34 on Yahoo, and $16 on Fantasy Draft. He had a 20 and 19, 20 minutes last time, 16, 4, and 4. He bounced back after 2 horrible games, and now they're playing the Kings, so therefore he Donald Trumps Leon and Connor McDavid. But, so, he might not be able to afford to get all 3 of them in, especially with this guy, Jack. You don't know Jack. He had 22 minutes and only 4 fantasy points. Did I or did I not tell you to fade him last game? Are you listening to me? Fade him. I don't know if you want to fade him again, but definitely I told you to fade him last game. I just fade him because you have Sidney Crosby, Leon, and Connor McDavid. You pick 2 out of them guys and try to fit these littler guys in. There's Max, there's Malkin, there's Stone. Now, I told you, when you're trying to memorize players, you have to memorize players. Relate them to celebrities, things you can remember, things you know, like Sharon Stone, Mark Stone. He's 6'6", 7'3", 24, and 3'2" on Fantasy Draft. So think of things you know and relate, like Bryan Rust. He's been rusty. He's the rusty man. But he put up 1 and 9, and he's only 4.9 on FanDuel. He's a FanDuel play. Fade him on Yahoo. Only play him on FanDuel. But he might only get you 4 fantasy points. He's really slow. You have Boston, Massachusetts. Jonathan Massachusetts. He wrote the Constitution, and now he is playing hockey in Las Vegas. Isn't that something? All right. He's 5'6", 6'9", and $20. All right. Those are some really good plays. All right. I'm just going to go over some of the top position optimizers. Please, if you already haven't, subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. And just thank you for coming out and watching. All right, so they have Perry Edmund Bellerin, the Indian Beast, 4, 3, 10, 3, 1. I don't care about them. He's still going to do something. The computer virus, 4, 13. I told you to play him on that 13 game. Now they're playing Buffalo, man. These guys are going to kill Buffalo. All right, this guy, Kopitar, the Kopitar radar system. Relate guys' name to things you know. You have to start memorizing these guys' names or you're going to get fucking smoked. All right, So there's the top centers at the moment. Top wings, Sharon Stone, Hopkins. He got that crown. That means you got to get him in. Gabriel. It's only a 3-game slate today. So I don't see Sidney Crosby on this thing yet, but I'm sure he will eventually pop up on here. Okay, there's Nurse as usual. So I'm going to go over back to here so you can get these more of a good look at these guys. I said Anze Kopitar. Put the Doppler radar system. They're playing Pittsburgh. I do not care. He got 18 against Edmonton. Colorado, he didn't do too well. Winnipeg, he did good. Colorado, he got a 10. Calgary, 16. Let's go down. Anaheim, he smashed. Arizona, he smashed. Philly did bad. Florida, he smashed. So it looks like, I mean, he did good against Dallas. Philly, he smashed. Vancouver, he smashed. And this guy, he does good against bad teams, but they're playing the Penguins, so you might want to fade him out. But if you can't afford those top guys that I was talking about, put him in there. There's Nurse, Smith. They have Jason Zucker. Like I said, it's a very small slate, so you're going to have to throw those top guys in and then put people like McCann in there. Throw Pittsburgh guys in. They're playing LA. Throw Pittsburgh, throw McCann. You could possibly play Skinner. You could, Bear has been a very popular choice, and he's getting you close to 10 fantasy points for only 3.7K, 3.9K, $12 flat. Yes, Bear is definitely full defensive play of the day. He's the soul sleeper of the day, Bear, and the soul stud of the day is Sidney Crosby. Leon the Beast and Connor right under him, along with Max. All right, we have Teddy Bluger, Matt Roy. You can play those guys. These are the cheaper guys on the slate. And then there's some really, really cheap guys. I would probably not go real cheap because people are going to have Sidney, Leon, and Connor putting up 25 points against you, and they're probably going to find the right goalie to put in. So let's go over some of the goalies. You have Francois, Mark Fleury, Smith, Konstantin, Quick, and Cal Peterson. And also Pittsburgh's goalie, for some reason, isn't showing up on here. All right, let's get you these free lineups. Lineup optimizer. All right, here's the lineup for DraftKings. You got Carlson, McKinnon, Nickerson, Landstub, Ryan, Ted, Nugent, Nugent, the guitar man, Shea, Theodore, the defensive stud, Cole, Smith, as I said, Edmonton goalie. However, Vegas might go off. You might be risking there. You can put a little bit more expensive Francois and then look for Bear. Bam, there you go. That solves your problem. And look, Colorado's playing Buffalo. Buffalo's way down on the power ranking. So he might be your goalie. Colorado might be your goalie choice. All right, let's go over the FanDuel generated plays. So we got Vegas's goalie this time, but there's 6 different upgrades. Oh no, that's defense, sorry. They had Mike Smith in there again. So like we said, there's Quick. They're playing Pittsburgh. I don't think you would want to play him. Fleury you probably wouldn't want to play. So we play Francois and just get rid of Smith. Look for Bear. Where is Bear? You could put Ryan Graves in or Bear. This time we could put Bear in. So we got Bear, Smith, Sharon Stone's ugly stepbrother. Nah, he's a very attractive stepbrother. Josh Archibald. I am going to get him out there for you. So you could put this guy, Valerie Nekkonen, Colorado. We're going Colorado. But you can get him out and put Kopitar in. Then you have Ted Nugent. He's 7K on FanDuel. So you might want to just you could go put Carlson in there, and then you could just get Stone out of there. Somehow put Leon in there. So and then you would just have to play around with your goalie and then get back off him and get back on Mike Smith. So there's another lineup for you. All right, it's the Soul Fantasy Show. Soul Fan Show. Oh.